the beauty of 60 gig is it's completely uncompressed. So because we have a 7 gigahertz channel to play with, we can put uncompressed HD-SDI through the system. Our current products have minimal to no encoding. You know, it's on-off keying. You know, basically AM modulation going through. So we maximize the distance. We maintain a higher signal to noise. If we were to use a higher modulation scheme, we have systems that we're hoping to launch in the next year or two that will do 7 gigs, 10 gigs, 12 gigs, but we're adding, 64 QAM or 256 QAM to those higher order modulation schemes. To do that, it's going to lower our distance, or it's going to make us more susceptible to interference or rain fade and that kind of thing. So a typical system, we can go up to 700 meters. An odd anomaly about 60 gigs, why it was ignored for so many years as a usable spectrum, is it's attenuated by oxygen molecules. 60 gig actually excites and resonates oxygen molecules, so it causes attenuation. In DoD or in secure communications, this is actually a benefit. You're transmitting from one secure building to another. What it does is it minimizes the propagation beyond the intended target. A 5 gig signal, for example, that's going 1 kilometer will actually radiate 32 kilometers. It's horrible. It gives away your position on the battlefield, or your enemy could eavesdrop into that signal and hack into it. So 60 gigs is actually secure in nature because of this oxygen attenuation. GPS satellites and military satellites by multiple government agencies around the world, they use 60 gigs because it won't come through the Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere envelope of the Earth prevents eavesdropping on military satellites that are communicating with each other at 60 gigs. So it can be used as a benefit. In the case of the National Hockey League, the tallest hockey ceilings were about 50 meters or 150 feet. So we can go, that was a piece of cake to reach those frequencies. 60 gigahertz radios have the benefit of being very small. Higher frequency components tend to be smaller. So these radios are very small when compared to their 5 gigahertz counterparts. And, you know, it's uncompressed. We got single, dual channel, and duplex. Our devices, because they're sending the native HD-SDI stream through, all the ancillary data, the embedded audio, metadata, time code pass through the system, and it's near zero latency. We're talking about nanoseconds of latency. So it's great for sports, live interviews. So in sports, our in-net goal camera, it was very important that the video be synchronized with the game clock. So having high latency would be bad when filming a. I mean, even a frame or two of latency would be detrimental.